Good morning, folks. I am at the great house today in St Lucia in Marigot Bay. A favourite part of the world of mine. Really is gorgeous. I've been fortunate enough to be able to list a few properties in this region, and today we get to look at the great house. So just walking up the driveway, you have the one-bedroom cottage here, you have the pool here. Another clever design feature of this, a clever design feature of this is this door. So if you have friends over for a pool party, they don't have to come traipsing in the house. And behind this building is the shower and bathroom for guests and pool users, and the cottage actually, because the cottage doesn't have any facilities of its own. So it's close enough. And at the end of the day, you're in the Caribbean, so it's not cold. But we'll touch on that later. These terracotta tiles, not everyone's favourite. Certainly my favourite because they're so hard wearing. Once you put these guys down, you can't get them up. Instead of ripping them up, if someone wanted to give it a modern, slightly more modern, flashy look about it, they would put a polyurethane seal on it, and it gives that high gloss feel. Completely changes the feel of the tile. Just have a little look around before we go in. So going into the living room, of course, the main door into the living room, you can't help but notice the high ceilings, keeps the room really cool. I mean, it's actually cold in here by Caribbean standards. Good sized living room, ample space, loads of headroom. No stairs go up to the mezzanine bedroom upstairs. Mezzanine bedroom upstairs, that sounds wrong. And we've got seating here for 6 people. Yes, it's true, there are 5 bedrooms, so there are 10 people, but there's ample of extra seating in storage. You could change the table if you wanted to, and I think the general thought process is the one-bedroom apartment downstairs wouldn't necessarily be involved in this part. Little office space down here, love this. Love this. If you wanted to change it, it could become the dressing room. If you were living here permanently, I've seen this done before, change the angle of the stairs and you could put a dressing room or even a bathroom down here. Not that you really need it, but let's have a look at the mezzanine floor. I mean, to be part of the mezzanine bedroom, of course. This is so cute, this bedroom. Often mezzanine bedrooms are just, just another, space. This is done really well. Really, really well. Looks like you'd never known it's a mezzanine, and I mean that in a way, it's like, you'd never know it's a loft. Absolutely beautiful. The walls do not run to the ceiling, which is ideal in this part of the world. It allows the air travel, which would explain why when you walk in this house, it's so cool. Lovely high windows above, taking in all that you can see, and below, isn't that lovely? You've got the trees above, and then you've got that blue ocean through the windows below. Absolutely fantastic. Right, push on through, because it's not the smallest house, to say the least. Stairs are a little bit tricky, and you're going to be a bit close to this wall, so my apologies for that. Any closer, you'll be touching. Bedroom number 2. Well finished dark wood furniture with light surroundings and light ceiling, and the terracotta tile is taken all the way through. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. You don't have to worry about tiling ever again if you use terracotta tiles. I love the use of louvers. They're perfect for the blackout, and you can see there are blinds only on the doors. Over the louvers, you close the louvers, you can have your air conditioning on, you black it out at night. But during the day, it just makes that whole wall, and you probably don't get that feel on here. You get the whole wall feeling like it's just a vista. It just allows you to wonderful. The feeling of space in here. This is not the largest room. I don't think the owners would mind me saying that. It's not the largest room. It's fine, don't get me wrong. It's 14 by 14 or 15 by 14. But it feels twice the size because of the window and because the louvers are open. So it's a positive I'm talking here, not a negative. This is the bathroom that services the bedroom we've just been in and the mezzanine upstairs. Really nicely appointed, more of a classic Is that the right phrase? Probably not. I'm not very good with phraseology today. I'm very tired. And then a proper, I mean, all showers are walk-in, but I think you might know what I mean by this. I mean, it's the same terracotta tile that goes all the way through. Nice tiling. And these, of course, can open up so you can have a shower with a view. Charming, really charming. These signs on the doors are, as you may have figured out, you know, for rental people, rental guests, and it does rent really, really well, this property. 4-poster bed in the master. Is it really? Yes, no, it is. People are arriving today. They do tell me they leave it like that most of the time, which I find amazing. Wish I could leave my house like that. Not possible. Air conditioning in this one with a fan, as there was in the last one. Mezzanine didn't have air conditioning. And again, these louvers are a bit more, those louvers are closed, of course, stating the obvious, but all of these other louvers are open. It doesn't even feel like there's a window there. It's a very strange thing with the louver. And those windows, as we'll call them, don't have glass. Don't have glass in them. So the breeze in here is lovely. It's just fantastic. It's kept in line with the original Caribbean. When I go into old Caribbean homes, they got thicker walls. The walls don't run all the way, the internal walls don't run all the way to the ceilings. They have louvers and no glass to allow the passage of air freely. Because the art of staying cool and breezy in the Caribbean is not to have one window open as it is in a cold climate, it's to have a cross draft, or a through draft, if you like. Lovely tiling in here. Oh, no terracotta there. There's a first. So, going through this, so you have the shower, you have the bath, you obviously have an independent bathroom, toilet I should say, and then you have a walk-in closet with loads of room and a safe, of course. Just pointing these things out as we go along. Gosh, that's a hell of a view, isn't it? That really is special. So this is a garden for the house. Here, the flat garden that's very usable, is how I should really word that, and it's very much part of the 1-bedroom apartment downstairs. Again, that could be rejigged if it suited you. You could have stairs going downstairs, you could have covered staircases, and you don't need an apartment downstairs. You could turn the apartment and the kitchen into a 2-bed, if that's what you wanted. There is a lot of possibility here. This is the 2nd bedroom we looked at. Now you see on my, the sheets is white with blue stripes, and on my video, it's white with red stripes. So I am hoping upon hope that this shows up correctly, because the ocean is definitely blue where it should be blue and turquoise where it should be turquoise. And there goes a fisherman off for his daily chore. Remarkable. The beach there, which is part of Doolittle's, the reason, I'm pretty sure the reason it's called Doolittle's is after the original Dr. Dolittle film where it was filmed. That original film from the 1970s, not that I'd remember, of course, far too young, was filmed there. And at the end, you've got a lovely restaurant and you've got some old schooner type. And then you've got Zoetry, fantastic hotel that a lady that I used to work with, an architect, Kathy Mockey, designed the original one, which was originally called Discovery at Marigot. Looks so welcoming, doesn't it, this room? When you look at it from the patio. Very special. Very, very special. Coming back out. So you see there's a house up there. Look at that. Everywhere you go, the houses, the little spotted houses in the hills. This used to be a favourite, this location, the road and the road behind it, used to be a favourite for the likes of the George Foremans of the world back in the day. And they'd all have a big mansion up here and a big house up here, and it just very salubrious, but just down to earth. Everything in St. Lucia is a bit more earthy. I like that. In Barbados, they kind of put them away slightly to one side. This feels natural. It doesn't feel, what's the modern form? Blingy. So it's not ostentatious in any way or form. So going downstairs to the lower apartment, I say lower apartment, the apartment downstairs, I should just say it like that, shouldn't I? And this is the garden we were looking at a moment ago. So going in, living room, ample size, 4 people in here, no problem. kitchen's cute, galley type kitchen, but again with the use of the windows or the louvers, which have got mosquito netting on them, but again no glass. The louvers give you the security and they give you the airflow and the flexibility to shut it down at night. Galley kitchen, I would imagine this kitchen wouldn't get as hot as many galley kitchens because of the windows. Cupboard space in there, we don't need to see in there. And then you have the bathroom, which is a Jack and Jill in effect, because you have a door from the master bedroom and a door to the living, which makes a lot of sense, of course. Again, this bedroom just is right. Air conditioning and fan in here. Looks cute as you like, doesn't it? Again, my video is showing up red, which it shouldn't, so fingers crossed on that. This is the third time I've done this video, and that's notwithstanding that I came up here yesterday. To do the video, and it was getting very grey, which it will do later on today apparently, but we are in the rainy season, or the end of it. I could certainly look at that every morning. Certainly. Right, to the cottage, just as it went grey. The frustrating thing is I've still got to do the photos. The cross I have to bear. Good sized pool. And I quite like the way they've added this semicircular section, because sometimes square pools just are a bit dull and they feel like a lap pool. This feels, with that in there, it feels a little bit more social. Very nice. Like I said, in here, that's the entrance, if you like, from the driveway. So if you're having a pool party, ideal. This is the shower and toilet for the cottage and anyone who uses the pool, of course, and the driveway, of course. I'm just showing you this so you get your bearings. Again, anyone who's staying in the cottage doesn't have to go through the house. Same with the apartment. And the cottage is very simple. Again, very cute. Lovely wood beams in the ceiling, fan. No air conditioning in this one. Just don't need it. Just don't need it. It's a hot time of year this, very humid, very hot. It just feels perfect up here. And then you have your own little patio. There's normally a table and chairs up here. We had to move the table around, so you'll forgive me for that. It's not as set as maybe one would like. But what a spot, folks. What a spot. The great house, Marigot Bay.